Welcome back, everyone. You're listening to the A.K.A. Real Talk Podcast, episode number 2. We are your hosts,
Arda.
Khan,
And ow.
and our topic that we will be discussing today are the effects of social media.
So, Arda, what is the quote of the day?
But today is move in silence because people can use your plan as ammunition to stop you. Also, check me out on TikTok because I make posts like this very often. But yeah, what do you guys think of the quote?
I think it's genius, man. You wrote it, right? You wrote this?
Yeah, I literally wrote this out of my head. Yeah.
That's pretty good. I mean, yeah, live from what I can. My interpretation of the quote is live a humble lifestyle, and don't be out there because people can use you if they know you a bit too well.
You have people have friends, and some friends are more trustworthy than others, and you can't be telling everybody everything. So you just gotta be sometimes you gotta keep to yourself and do like your self grind.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you just gotta put in the work to self develop.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, be a better person in the future. You gotta put in the self work, and that could be putting hours in the gym, getting your mental health right. It could be anything.
Meditation.
Meditation? Yeah, that's a good one right there.
Very important, man. Very important.
Very important.
People don't realize how your mental state affects everything in your daily life. People just don't put importance to that.
Yeah, especially meditation. It helps to clear your mind. So
And
stressful.
a lot of that is linked directly to social media.
Yes.
A lot of those effects.
Mhm.
Going straight into social media.
Yep, diving straight in, dude. Oh my
Diving
gosh.
straight in.
Our
Oh wow.
majority of our generation, their lives just revolve around this amazing, wonderful, quote unquote, wonderful place called social media. Whether that be Twitter, Instagram. Can TikTok be considered social media?
Of course.
Yeah.
It is a video platform, but yeah.
It is,
Yeah,
it
yeah.
is social media. It is social media.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, you wake up every day.
Yeah.
Most people wake up every day. In the morning, you just check your phone. Check for your
First thing.
text, and then after you check for your text, you scroll on social media for an average, I think, of 6 to 7 hours for most people. They spend their time on their phone just scrolling, and then complain that they don't have enough time in the day to do what they need to. But
Bro, that literally just
gotta
sounds
find-
like. Wait, sorry to interrupt, but that literally sounds like you're a slave to your device.
yeah, you're literally a slave to your device. I was about to say that.
It's repeating the same motion every single day. You wake up, scroll through your phone, and then you're bored. It's giving our generation the notion that we always have to be doing something for some reason. We don't relax. We have to be doing something. We have to be on our phone. We have to be talking with people. That's why our generation doesn't know how to relax. How to,
Checking emails, like
yeah.
just constantly like in the work motion, it can really tire people out, and your brain can't tell the difference between actually doing work on your phone versus actually scrolling. In
Yeah.
fact, you probably get more feel good chemicals like dopamine or oxytocin or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm not a doctor, so I don't know exactly, but
It
you know.
probably-
But yeah, you feel better scrolling on Instagram rather than actual doing work. So
Mm-hmm.
something like that can really affect you. And
Yeah.
TikTok too.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah,
people
TikTok.
scroll that
Crazy.
so many hours. Like you can scroll on that so many hours. It's a problem.
Yeah, and TikTok especially, uh, after scrolling on it for so long, it could help people develop to have the same attention span as like a goat, you know? They just don't, like you said, they have to constantly be doing something.
Oh.
No. Wait, I know what you're saying, but a study was conducted that we have a shorter attention span than a goldfish, and I think a goldfish attention span is like 9 seconds.
Are you serious?
Bro.
Dude,
That's just
and our
sad.
attention,
I mean-
I think our attention span's
That's
8 seconds. Let me search that up right now.
All right, then a starfish. We have a lower attention span than a starfish.
Bro. That's really I mean, okay, so we started off from YouTube, right? Back in 2005, we have most people make like 10 to 20-minute YouTube videos, sometimes shorter. We went from that to a platform made in China that is literally 15 to 60 seconds. I mean,
You have a music
some of the
link?
videos you can make 3 minutes. I think that's the new feature, but
Hmm.
these are all quick videos. Like you're seeing them quick. Like mostly 15 seconds. You're looking at a video, and you don't watch. Sometimes you don't even watch the whole 15 seconds. Just scroll after like 2 seconds, if you're not interested in your first impression. I mean,
Yeah.
that's literally just I would call trash media. Like this is a lot of it's trash media on TikTok, my opinion.
Right here. The average human attention span is now 8 seconds, less than a goldfish with 9.
Crazy.
Well, there you go. You found a study right there. It's,
That's why when, for example, you're in a friend group, right? You can't have just a normal conversation with each other or when you're hanging out. When I do hang out with my friends, sometimes they're on their phones talking to each other and it's like, why aren't you looking each other in the eye and talking to each other? That's just
oh, I
that's
hate that, bro.
so
I really
weird.
want someone. I want someone like when I'm having a conversation, bro. Let's say I'm just hanging out with someone for like an hour or two, just
Hmm.
chilling. I'm not trying to see you like on your phone. Like it's okay to like check like real quick the time or something.
Hmm.
To check a notification real quick. But if you're just like there scrolling in front of your friend, like what are you doing? Like, bro, spend time with real people, bro.
And
Having actual human interactions way more fun. Trust, bro. It really is.
and then people keep complaining, as you stated earlier, about not having enough time during the day when they're not
Yeah.
actually managing their time. And when you're on a device, it makes time seem like it's going so fast. You don't even realize it. It's I don't know why you want to be a slave to your technology. I've definitely been. I'm not saying I'm not innocent on that. I've definitely been a slave for some time, but I've kind of realized it now. At least try to spend less time on technology.
Yeah. I usually try to uh make like time limits and use social media for a couple minutes a day. Just to kind of check and that's pretty much it. Like I'm not a, like I don't find like the joy of scrolling. I don't find anything like that uh like worth my time at all. It's not worth it. You just gotta focus on your tasks, focus on your goals, and that's just you should use it kind of like a supplement, not like a part of your life that just takes over and becomes an addiction. That's unsolvable.
Yeah, makes
And
sense.
it's easy to say, but many people need help, like going through social media addiction, because I know how deeply like rooted it could be, especially when you're a little kid, growing up with it, and that's the only thing you know. Just constant hit of dopamine.
Yeah, it's almost like an escape from reality for some people, I feel like, you know?
It is.
It's just they're stressed out and rightfully so, they don't want to be stressed. So the easiest way for them is to turn to social media, which is easy to access. It's right on their phone. So they turn to social media to, like you said, their brain might release dopamine from that, you know?
Yeah.
Let them escape reality for a while.
I feel like in this generation, a lot of us, I mean, they say our generation's softer than ever. And in some aspects, I do believe that we've gotten a lot softer. Like, we have great advances in medicine, advances in technology. Um, we don't have to, just like a small example, back in the day back when cavemen have to hunt for food, like, we don't have to worry about hunting for food. We just go to the grocery store and buy food.
They
Um,
have it all there. The process is laid out.
yeah, yeah.
Farmers do the work, raise the animals, or whoever raises the animals nowadays. Because I mean, and then now we have vegan meat, or plant. No, not vegan meat. Plant based meat.
Yeah, that's yeah.
Um,
It's like processed meat, like,
it's
and it's not real
everything's
meat at all.
processed nowadays.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Everything is. So it's really hard to find fresh food.
yeah. I was gonna say like, especially in the generation of everyone's born with social media, and like a lot of Gen Z kids, like they're exposed to so much fake. There's just so much fake stuff.
Or
Everything is fake. Yeah,
should it be um sensationalized news, because a lot of the
Well,
information online is sensationalized when they never give you the facts anymore. They create the story, and social media passes a lot of information, and people who are just stuck in the social media bubble, that they don't believe in anything else besides what's coming out from social media. And then they
quote
don't,
unquote.
yeah, they don't. There's those motivational quotes, which some are good, some are just confusing. You know,
Yeah,
if you ever get those motivational posts, and the distribution of information is just so widespread in the internet, people can be so gullible towards it, and they don't
yeah,
check their facts at all.
yeah. I mean, yeah, everybody's like, since everyone has phones now, everyone can spread whatever information they want, and a lot of it can be harmful, and a lot of it can be hurtful for most people. And spreading false or opinionated information is, it's not facts, and people believe it more often than not, which
Which is
is a
sad.
problem because yeah, you see Instagram posts of people's opinions, and then people are like, oh my god, this is real. We, yeah, you gotta check this out.
Well, social media is a
But you never know.
very, should we say, a liberal place? Very liberal.
I mean, I would say it's a pretty. I mean, yeah, there's like different sides, and
Hmm.
I think different news outlets can be more liberal than others. So
Well, because what
yeah,
90% of media outlets are controlled by just a couple big corporations that are
yeah,
mostly Democrat side, and that's why it's Fox News, which are kind of the conservatives, versus the rest of the news stations.
yeah.
Yeah.
People just believe what they see, and like everything that they see, and it really just creates slaves in people's minds because you don't really need to think about anything. You really can just consume data. You could just consume whatever these big companies are giving to you, and then believe it. And then you don't have to make a mind for yourself. You could just choose what you want to believe. Uh, and what you really got to do is make your own opinion and become your own person instead of being a slave to social media. Instead of being a slave to different news outlets, you really got to be your own person, which people are losing individuality. Comparing yourself through pictures, people looking better than you physically, like, and people assuming they're traveling the world and stuff. Like, a lot of examples.
And that takes a toll on them mentally
Yeah.
to see other
Public
people's
image.
success like that. Yeah. To see other people's supposed, whether it be real or whether it be fake, to see, because it's like, let's be real. It's just, for example, Instagram post, it's just a picture, you know? It's a picture and it could be, like you guys have already said, it could be fake. It could be real, but you don't know because it's social media and all you have to do is base it off that one image. And it could, in turn, cause stress towards another person because they might feel that they're not as good as that person just because simply they don't have those things yet. And it might, stress them out.
Put it Putting it into simple terms, we live in a society that is based on image.
Yeah.
You know, people don't want to live their own lives anymore. They want to be like this person because, oh my gosh, he has a cool car in the background, that might be his, when the dude actually just rented the car for a day just for an Instagram photo. Or there were have you guys heard of, what is it, there's this, mm, hmm, you can go to this place where the area is decorated like the inside of a Learjet, and people take Instagram photos in there and say, "Oh my gosh, I'm on a Learjet. This is my private jet that I'm sitting in right now." Have you
uh,
seen those? They
I haven't seen
actually
that.
they actually make sets. Just they build those sets up, modeling the inside of Learjets, and people take Instagram photos in them and make people think they're rich or successful.
yeah, no.
I,
It's
I
all
also,
image. It's all image.
yeah.
All around the world, bro. I've literally been to like I've traveled to Italy like a couple of years ago,
Mhm.
and literally so many tourists taking the same exact pictures. You see, I mean, it is a beautiful country there, and a lot of great cities to look at, but just social media attracts so many tourists to take the same pictures and everything, and it's not original for
Yeah.
one. I mean, people have taken hundreds of those same pictures.
I
Yeah.
remember a time
Yeah.
when photographs were just solely for you and for you to remember the experience.
Or just like
Oh,
spreading it to a family member or something.
yeah, just putting it in a photo book, looking back through the years. Oh, remember this trip? That was such a beautiful trip to
Oh,
Hawaii.
yeah.
You know those photo books? Those were why we took pictures back then. Now,
Memories.
yes,
Yeah.
to create memories and to relive those experiences. Now it's, oh, look at where I am.
Look
I'm
how rich I am. I afforded
I'm
a
better
trip to
than
this
you, even though
expensive.
they don't say I'm better than you. But well, I think some people do. But
Yeah, they do for sure.
it's I don't know why people want to live an image, a fake image of themselves, and then in real life they're just depressed with who they are and can't accept their problems or what's going on in their lives. You know,
Yeah.
Yeah. And just for the record, we're not talking about everybody here,
not
but
everybody.
No, no, no. I'm
yeah,
talking about the people who like dive in, and that's their whole entire purpose of life, just is to
Social media.
compare themselves and
yeah,
just be people. That they just to prove people that they're cool.
yeah. And there's some people, oh, sorry for cutting you off there.
No, no, you're good.
Um, there's some people that just, I never understood these people. Y'all know those people that like try and base their lives, their entire lives, even their looks, based off of a celebrity?
Yeah.
I'm not hating on those people, but I just never understood those people. Like, how some people just want to be like the Kardashians,
Yeah.
They just want to base their entire lives and even, their looks, just everything about them, to the point where they end up stalking them on social media to try
Yeah.
and learn everything about them?
Because they can't accept who they are.
Yeah, they can't be. Yeah, I have a great analogy for this. You see people on Instagram with like great cars, great fits, great looking bodies and stuff. Um, and most of this negative energy comes from, oh, I don't have this. Oh, I wish I had that. I wish I can go to that, visit that place. But bro, everybody's different. I mean, life is just sacrifices and blessings. That's literally what it is. And it's not they're better than you. It's they're different from you. They might be in a different uh they might be in a different state in their life's journey. They might be there, but they might not be there in like 5 years, 10 years. They might be in a different spot in their life. You might it might take you a long time, and it requires patience, and you got to do your own thing. Everyone has their own journey, and you can't expect to get instant results, instantly the same results as your favorite celebrities. You're not the same person, so you can't have the same results
Mhm.
as them.
Yeah.
Uh, you're gonna have your own blessings. You just gotta trust that you could be happy and be yourself at the same time, and it doesn't have to be in that same exact way as you see on celebrities' Instagram pages or online pages on Twitter and stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah.
How I see it is people are not thankful for the stuff that they have in their lives. Especially here
Facts, bro.
especially here in America. If you're born here in America, you're raised in a household, uh pe- people aren't thankful for the smallest things in life. The food that you eat every single day, or anything you have, the entertainment, whatever, the smallest things you have every day. People aren't thankful for their life. People are not thankful anymore. They go on social media, they see all these people living these great lives, and some of them, online gurus trying to sell you something, saying, "Oh, do this one trick and you'll have instant success like me." No, these people took some time to work,
Yeah.
and I mean, some of these online gurus are fake. they're not even successful. They probably took out a loan from the bank to buy all these or to rent all these luxurious things that you see on their Instagram posts. But if you can't be thankful for the smallest things in your life, the smallest things, then what more when you worked hard, you get there and you're rich.
I,
You're still not going to be happy because you're going to keep thinking, "Oh, I want this nice car. I want this nice house. Oh, I don't like this house anymore after a couple months. I want a new one." You know, if you can't be thankful for the smallest things in life, then you're not going to be thankful when you're really rich.
Yeah.
you hit that right on the dime there, 100%. And yeah, that really great way to reinforce what I said. Just it kills thankfulness, and if you're not appreciating who you are as a person, what you have, who's around you, great people that are around you, like if you don't appreciate who you are, you're not gonna get anything. You're gonna get not just unlucky with your blessings. And if you want to get more lucky with your blessings, then you just got to be thankful. You got to appreciate your life. That's how it works. You got to appreciate your life, and then good things come to you.
And then I'm not
Doesn't work the
saying
other way around. Yeah.
yeah, I'm not saying that everyone starts out life decent. As Arta said earlier, everyone's different, you know. But
Yeah.
if you can be thankful for the little money you earned and the food that you're able to eat that day, it will take you a long, long way. It will. If you just have that strong mindset to continue and never giving up. And especially in America, you can choose if you want to be rich or poor, you know?
Yeah, that's the one thing in America. Like everybody has a chance. It might not be the same chance. It might be a different path, but everybody has an opportunity to change where they are. They can. It's just you're just able to do that. In some countries you can't do so. The same way. You're just kind of stuck, and you have to support your family any way possible. And it's not the same as uh, the opportunities you get in these kinds of countries, these big countries.
Yeah, that's true. You might have a greater opportunity in a place like here, the US obviously, but still, it's for some places, there's also some fortune that comes with it. Some people obviously have an easier path than others. People that are born into rich families are definitely have an easier pathway than others that have to struggle to, fight every day just to, put food on the table for their families. Because whether or not it's America or here, it still happens everywhere, you know. America isn't America isn't perfect. It still happens here in some places, and it's like you said, you're given certain opportunities, and it's what you do with those opportunities that determines whether you'll be successful or not. But it's definitely different pathways, like you said, for other people. Some people have it easier than others.
Yeah, and whatever walk of life you come from. Let's say you're rich and you're Kanye West or something like um that kind of big celebrity. Like you have fame, you have money, but fame like there's a there's a good side. Like everything is neutral, so whatever good you get, you could look at it as something bad, you could look at it as something good. um you just gotta be responsible for yourself. But uh fame can be dangerous. Money, having a lot of money can be dangerous. You could really get scams. You can you're more vulnerable if you're a famous celebrity. Not to mention you have to work more if you're famous, and you gotta uh keep your fans happy. You want it to appreciate. You gotta give them uh you gotta give them the content. You gotta give them the merch, whatever it is. You gotta give them the content they need to appreciate who you are, or else they're just gonna say you're dead and just move on to the next celebrity.
Based on
You
influence.
have to work more, and also their mental health could be isn't always good since you have to work so much.
They might not be
Like,
happy doing it,
yeah, and you might not even enjoy it. You're just doing it for the fans.
or just do for people do it for money. That's it.
Yeah.
And nowadays people are so greedy. They just do it for money. But you know what? Going back to freedom, we can, especially here in America, we can do what we want. As I said earlier, choose to be rich or poor. But then a lot of the younger, our future generation, is being poisoned by social media, and their parents aren't teaching them really how to be safe on social media. They just give their children a phone at what, 5, 4 years old, and don't teach them how to live in this world, how to
Yeah,
have
it's
your
just a
own opinion.
distraction.
Yeah, use it as a distraction so they don't have to parent.
Pretty much. Yeah.
What type of parents are those?
I mean, yeah. I mean, people. I mean, I kind of understand because they don't really know like these are the first generation where uh they didn't grow up with social media and they don't know like how it actually affects their children. But just using it as a distraction, that's really harmful. I mean, people are gonna grow up with it and it's gonna have long-term effects, like your well-being.
I've
I
seen,
do believe it affects your mental state.
speaking of mental state, I've seen people who literally cannot live without a device in their hands. Which, I mean, how are you gonna live in the real world? And I put the blame on the parents for not limiting the screen time for these young children and killing their childhood when they really could be out there at 8 years old playing with other kids at the park.
Bro,
That
back in the day.
that's an experience right there. You're gonna remember that for your entire life, or at
Yeah,
least some of them. You know, these parents are just not doing their job. They don't see parenting. They don't take it seriously.
yeah. I'm
And
gonna ask a kind of question here.
mhm.
Yeah, for sure.
What did you okay, so last week,
Huh?
let's say last week on this day, you were scrolling through social media. What did you remember? What did you do back just last week? What were you up to on social media?
Last week on social media, what was I up to?
Yeah.
You see, the crazy thing is now that you put me on the spot, I feel like I don't remember exactly too much as to what happened. I do remember though that as to social media, I was looking through, posts about the NBA and the NBA finals and the playoffs. But other than that, I can't really
Cool.
tell you too much. I feel like a zombie, on
I
social
mean,
media after a while.
yeah. All right, the NBA, yeah, I'll give you a pass on that one. I mean, looking at NBA scores, the NBA highlights, I mean, I respect that.
That's pretty good. But it's
But just
when you
everything else, but yeah, it's you don't remember. You can't make memories. That was my point. You can't make memories
yeah,
on social media.
I was about to say that, but then, yeah, you got it. You got it down. You know, there's so much information available to us that when we see a post, oh, that's interesting, scroll past. Oh, that's interesting, scroll past. And that puts us in zombie mode where we take in that information, but then it just goes out of our head right away because it's just so much for our brain to process and we're unable to process it.
Yeah,
It's
clearly.
y- you're just like, oh my god, I need these little funny memes, bro, to get me through the day. I need it, bro. I need it.
it's an addiction, same as people are addicted to alcohol or whatever.
Yeah,
Addiction is not good. Everything in moderation. You know, everything should be in moderation. You should know
that's
how to
true.
you should know how to limit yourself to the point where, oh, this is not good for me. I have to stop. I have to reset my mind. I have to calm down. Yeah. Whatever you have to do to calm down. People should start creating a routine to just relax for a couple of minutes of the day.
Yeah, and by no means are we saying that addiction is easy. Fighting addiction is one of the hardest things that you can do,
Hmm.
especially if you make it an everyday part of your life, you know? Social media might be easier to fight than others, but definitely addiction is really hard to fight. And we're not saying that, you could do it, but it's small steps. It's like Al said, limiting yourself. It takes
Yeah.
time.
Just a quick reminder: we're not doctors, so
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
what we
We're
say,
just speaking our mind here.
take it with a grain of salt, and then
It's different
just
for
just
everybody.
yeah, for everyone, just take it as a grain of salt. If you really do have a issue, then yeah, I'd say talk to a professional to get that sorted.
Hmm.
But I just
Discipline.
forgot what I was gonna say.
That's okay. Discipline, I think, is the main thing with battling the effects of social media. Put a time limit if
Okay,
you have to. Put a
for
time
sure.
limit, and
I think a detox is required for most people. Like if you're
yeah,
using social media and you're starting to get like it's starting to grow on you, you're starting to use it more, and it's taking up most of your day. I think a good way is to just take a break for a day, a couple days, a week maybe. Just let go of it. So your mind can reset and you don't use it for harmful reasons.
the first day is definitely going to be the hardest. You know,
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
well, what am I gonna do? I can't check what my friends are doing right now. You know,
Are they
what the
having
hell
fun
what am
without
I
me,
gonna do?
bro? Like,
No,
probably having lots of fun.
if you can get through that first day, great job. Now get through the second, or however long you put your limit on. However long you said, I'm gonna stop social media. I'm gonna stop looking at social media for 3 4 days. First day is absolutely gonna be tough. Second day, kind of okay. Third day, it might come back to you. Said, I really want to check social media right now. But if you can get through all 4 of those days, congrats.
It's good to have an outlet
Yeah.
in those days. Whether that's reading a book, meditating. For me, a good way to detox is working out. Just putting my
Absolutely.
mind, getting my self development. Look at that.
That's
It-
it's
That's
proven.
a way to do so. Just
It's a proven de-stressor, working out.
good way to get your mind off something. It could be anything. If that doesn't work, you could try anything that you enjoy doing. But some people like art, like painting or drawing. Some people are really good at that.
And it depends on how bad the addiction is,
Yeah.
how far you've let it go, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, everyone's at a different state, and everyone's got to do what they think is right. So
But if you're willing to get out of that addiction, no matter how long you've been with it, you can. If you can put your mind straight and set a goal saying, I'm going to stop this, then go
Yeah.
ahead, because you will see dramatic changes in your life once you're off that addiction.
Yeah. Nobody can help you until you help yourself. That's where it starts.
Absolutely.
for sure, yeah. If you want it bad enough, you can go get it. Um, Nothing's stopping you except for yourself. It's a mental barrier. at that point.
Yeah.
But yeah, I do think taking a break from social media though it helps you appreciate your life more. Appreciate what's going
Rather than
on.
being jealous of other people's lives.
Yeah, instead of caring about if you think about social media, you're just looking at other people's lives. Like you're looking at it from like a third person's perspective. Like, do you really care that much about this person's life so much that you have to go and check out their posts and stories of every day? Like, is it worth it? Is it worth it?
Especially if you don't know them that well.
People follow people that they don't know,
Yeah.
or they kind of know, and yeah, it just isn't helpful at all most of the time. Social media is not all bad. Uh, you, the best way to use social media is if you're a content creator and you really want to grow a brand, help people out. If you really have a message to spread, I do think there is a place like that for social media. Uh, we got um, Al right here, Mr. Latoto, making great content
Thing.
from Call of Duty videos. uh, just entertaining people. And
Yeah.
then I'm making TikToks, trying to uplift people,
Motivational TikToks.
motivational TikToks and YouTube videos where I post.
Yeah.
Just a just a way to brighten people's minds up, entertainment,
Yeah. That's what's
but
up.
not negative entertainment, just
Yeah.
like bad jokes.
Yeah. But I also feel that there's a problem with that too. Not with what you're doing, but that's where we kind of, find a little bit of a loophole because you got to put yourself sometimes in these influencers' perspectives. They need people to check their posts and like their stuff every day for them to grow.
To make a
And they
living.
need people, yeah, they need people to watch and they need people to look at what they're doing. So from their perspective, like when you mentioned Al's great videos, he needs people to watch those if he wants to grow, right?
Mm-hmm.
And
Yeah,
artists, same with you. Obviously you trying to
I need
motivate people, that's great.
views, likes, whatever.
Yeah, you need stuff to help you grow, and that's the loophole right there. That's the difference right there. You got to put yourself in the influencer's perspective sometimes, They need these people. And that's why when you're watching a YouTube video or whatever and they reach a goal, let's say a YouTuber gets the like 10 million subscribers and they get the plaque, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they thank their fans and their subscribers and they say like something along the lines of genuinely, I couldn't have done this without you. And they're absolutely correct. They needed those people to reach that. And obviously they put in the work, they put out the content and they earned it, but they need the
As a
people
result.
to be there.
That is the yeah. I mean, yeah, the subscribers are just fan. I mean, I'd say that's why when you're a small creator, I wouldn't worry too much about subscribers and likes, and when you're first growing, and because that subscribers and likes can be relative. Like 1,000 likes for a big YouTuber could be almost nothing, and then 1,000 for a smaller channel would be a great video, like one of their top videos. So
Yeah.
um, it's all relative. So the main thing you really got to focus on is improving your content, and improving how you entertain people, and making those sacrifices to be better content creator, and that's how you grow.
Adapting.
People will watch along the way. If you put in that work and you really uh, are aware and making those changes to grow, people will notice. That's one thing about social media. You just, as long as you put yourself out there, put in the work, you got it. You got the fans following.
And there's some content creators that I'm not calling out anybody or anything or saying anything like that. I'm not hating on anybody. I'm just saying you can tell that there's some content creators that clearly care about their fan base more than others. You
Yeah.
can tell,
Mm.
and it
Just-
varies
Yeah,
from
just like
creator
yeah,
to
just
creator.
comparisons. Like you see a kid across the street. Let's say you just hit 100 subscribers, um, in 2 years. You got 100 subscribers in 2 years. You have a kid across the street that get 100 subscribers off of a viral video, in 1 week. He got it faster, so he's better. So he's supposedly better, but not really, because he uploaded that video. He didn't really care. He's not gonna sustain that growth. Um, his growth is gonna stagnate, and he's not gonna be as famous as the kid who's really putting in the work, getting in that slow grind, which is important. We're trying to improve those areas,
It
and it could
takes
be
time.
anything. Not even just content creating. Like if you want to be a professional athlete or anything, you got to put in those small steps that make a
Or
big
pay
difference.
someone else to do it, right? No, I'm just kidding.
Oh yeah, just pay someone else to do it. Get you subscribers, views.
It's true.
Just cheating. I mean,
I mean,
cheating is only
hey,
short term.
it's a way to make it, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um, I mean,
that's the path they take.
yeah.
But it's
Some people on
not the
YouTube,
greatest.
some people on YouTube for growth, they pay for advertisement, they pay for more subscribers. Same thing with how social medias work. A lot of people do that, and then they try to do something controversial so they can get those subscribers or followers, you know?
I felt that one.
Anything controversial, man, it sticks with people, and that's the only way to remain in the spotlight. Otherwise, people are gonna get bored of you, just like how short our attention span is.
Yeah.
TikTok is a big, it's a big just thing for that. Um, just being controversial, making weird. People like to see weird content, and
Yeah, TikTok's a battleground for liberals, conservatives, and a lot of other subjects.
yeah,
It's just a battleground. You look at the comment section of a controversial video, you see people attacking each other.
the trend I hate the most is those videos where it's like gender versus gender, male versus female, like
That's everywhere.
feminism, radical feminism that really just trashes on men, men just trashing on women. Like
It's a back and forth
I
battle.
hate to see it, bro. I hate to
It's a
see that
back and
kind of
forth.
hate. Yeah, I hate it.
No,
Where in the
and
long run, if you really want to solve this issue, you just gotta spread love, you know. Gotta appreciate everyone as a person. You're on this earth together, so might as well work together. Um,
well, for social media has created another aspect of society where for some reason we always have to be right. Where how do you live that way? How do you live constantly trying to prove to someone else that you're right? And why do you go out of your way to prove someone wrong? You know, just why can't people think what they want to think? They're allowed to think the wrong thing. You know,
why do you have to be the same? Why do you have to have the same mindset, the same clothing, the same and act the same as everyone? Like,
you don't.
why?
How do you? How are you happy? What
How does that make you
satisfaction?
personally happy?
What
It doesn't make you personally
satisfaction does
happy.
that bring you?
Yeah.
You're
Yeah, I mean,
you're that's why everyone's brain is always on overdrive. You know how I mentioned earlier where people can't live without their devices because they always have to be touching something or they always have to be looking at something. In this case, it's people constantly thinking in their minds, I have to be right. I have to prove this person wrong. And their brains never relax. They're not a relaxed person.
Add on to that, we're the thing you were saying about how do people, feel satisfied? I feel as though those people, they might, I don't want to say enjoy, but they genuinely want to prove people wrong. And proving people wrong is a great thing in different ways. But in the way that Al was describing it, I think these people want to prove the other people wrong and prove that they're always right because they want to distract themselves from, themselves. They want to, then maybe they feel as though bringing somebody else down, even though they're struggling themselves, they just want to bring the other person down with them.
That sounds exactly like the stereotypical school bully.
Yeah.
You know how, I mean, why are you not satisfied with yourself? You need to start asking that question to you. Everyone's different, as Arda said. Everyone starts life out different, some better than others.
yeah.
But if you can't do the simple stuff in life, that's what they teach you when you join the military. If you can't accept your situation, if you can't accept who you are, you're never going to be happy when you get up there, you get rich, you're bigger than a lot of people. You're famous. You're and you're not going to live a happy life.
Yeah. And I heard from somebody in the military, and this is a popular video, you guys might have heard of it too, but I believe some military sergeant was saying something as simple as, fixing your bed in the morning improves your character and your mindset as you completed that first task of the day. And that's why in the military they have everybody fix the bed the first thing in the morning because you complete a task and you'll be encouraged to have that mindset throughout the day to complete more tasks and have a productive day, you know?
Yeah,
Also, I think I saw that video. I watched it, very inspiring.
I believe so too. Yeah.
But basically, it's if you can't do the smallest things in your life, then what good what good is it going to bring you once you get bigger?
Yeah.
Once you,
Yeah.
once you get richer, how are you going to be able to handle that? Because being rich is a big responsibility. Nothing is easy
You probably gotta
when you're
work more
rich
when you're rich than you are before being rich.
because you have to manage it.
Yeah.
People, for some reason, have this weird misconception that being
You do
rich
this
is
one thing.
evil. Yeah,
Yeah.
for some reason, being rich is evil. Like you had to do something.
What?
Pe-
You're you're selfish.
yeah. Like, you had to do something bad in order to get up there, and I don't doubt that.
I mean, there's everyone has their own path, and it's not always the best path.
Yeah.
And if you
Or
do, and if you don't
yeah,
do that,
morally.
if people don't do that, if they don't break down, if they don't break the barriers or break some rules, how are we going to move forward? Look what Elon Musk has done in the past. I don't know how many years. You know.
Yeah. And some people feel like I feel like um some people feel as though once somebody becomes rich, they think that they're just done, you know? They don't realize like you said previously, Al, like that they have to manage it. They think that once they get rich, oh, they're done, they never have to work again, right?
Yeah.
It's
And
done. Everything is great now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
Yeah.
nothing can
No.
bring me down
No.
now.
No. You. All these rich people get so much criticism for how they got there, and these other people down there criticizing them were just too afraid to take those risks to be successful.
yeah.
I would say the most powerful people are the ones instead of just choosing a career or path that makes a lot of money and you believe can get you rich and expecting that rich that all this money that you make will make you happy. It's not guaranteed. It's only short term. Money can help you out. I guess it could help you out financially, but that's pretty much it. Um, yeah,
It's people who
everything
play
else
the
is not
long-term
genuine.
game. It's people who play the long-term game and are willing to make mistakes because for
Not just
some
work,
reason,
but genuine work, like genuine
yeah,
working on yourself, uh, genuinely going to your goals, even though it's hard and maybe you gotta make a bunch of sacrifices, but you can't make those excuses if you're trying to get to where you want to be. You really gotta just jump in and uh, do something every day. The daily grind. Work a little bit at a time.
Yeah.
people for some reason just don't want to make mistakes anymore. Just
Yeah.
like how we were saying earlier, everyone wants to be right. You're not always going to be right. You want to move forward in life, you have to make some wrong turns. And
Yeah.
then
You have a perfect record.
yeah, these people complaining, saying, "Oh, I want to prove this person wrong. I want to be right all the time." They really never move forward.
Yeah.
Should I say
You
with
really
their own
don't
life?
make
Yeah.
anything useful out of it.
Regardless if they're rich or poor, regardless, if you
Doesn't matter.
if you can't live a humble lifestyle, you're really never gonna be that happy. But
Mm.
I'm not saying that you're never going to do it. You're probably going to do it a couple times, but if you keep doing it, then that's going to be considered an addiction to proving people wrong, you know.
Yeah.
And it's those people that have that strong mindset and they can actually admit when they're wrong and they learn from that and then they learn from their mistakes. They invite mistakes because it's a chance for them to grow as a person. Those people tend to be more successful.
Whole mindset thing. Uh,
That's why
if you
they
really have a growth mindset, then you're yeah. There's actually a discussion like this. I've seen across the internet. Growth mindset versus a safe mindset. The growth mindset is gonna go more places for sure.
yeah, because I mean they're thinking outside of the box. You know, you're going somewhere where no one has gone to. You're taking a journey that no one will ever take but you.
It's I mean, you can't predict anything either, so that's one thing. Put in the genuine work, you're gonna get opportunities that um, you might not expect. It might be something completely new or something that will push you to your comfort zone.
Yeah.
And but yeah, you gotta know, like, even if it's tough, you're gonna learn something,
Mm-hmm.
which is the beauty of life. You try things, and you have fun along the way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why rich people, they always have this growth mindset. They're constantly wanting to try and learn new things every day. That's why they get better, improve themselves mentally and physically.
Yeah.
Using what they have, which if they have a financial freedom, they can use their money to try new things. To travel the world, talk to people, uh, even you can even do as small as taking a class at community college that you just enjoy. Like I'm doing so right now, just taking video production class, like just
Yeah.
something fun, you know,
Yeah, and
have some fun in your life.
these
Growth.
these rich people, sorry, Con, but these rich people earn their money for a reason. They're not just, you know, hopefully waste it on stupid things that won't help them out, you
Yeah.
know.
That's why
Bill
people
Gates.
got to manage their money too, you know? Some people might, some people, especially people that are younger, might work, like, let's say in a retail job, and, it's
Hmm.
Friday, they might get to cash their check, and a smart person would just sit back and realize what they really need to be spending that money on, and they might invest it, while
Yeah,
others might blow it right away. It just, like you guys previously said, mindset is a huge key.
Social media kills long term goals.
Oh, that's perfect. They might spend that money instead of investing on something. They might buy something flashy just to flex on social media, you know?
So
Instead
you
of
save $5 every month. That's a lot of money in the end.
yeah, instead of investing it into something that's gonna help them grow and that they're gonna use in their future down the road, they might buy something like they might buy, I don't know, just as an example, they might buy a new
And
outfit,
anything from Amazon.
Yeah, they might buy a new outfit, they might buy something from Amazon, they might flex it on social media. And like Al said, the people with their attention span, they're gonna look at the post, they're gonna say, "Oh, cool, that's cool," and then they're gonna forget about it. Like they're not gonna remember that, you bought a new outfit, right? And then it's just gonna, completely ruin the cycle because then they're gonna feel as though they need to constantly one up themselves. And they're gonna keep buying more and more, wasting their money just to flex on social media.
because they're not satisfied with their own lives and comparing it to others, being jealous. Jealousy is a
Again,
huge
leads
player.
leads back to trying to compare, and you're trying to be the same person as someone else
But
Yeah.
and try to live up to expectations.
yeah, but social media, it's ruining hard work. How kids are getting these false beliefs from fake online gurus saying, "Oh, I did this one simple method and I became rich. I earned thousands of dollars a night." And so young millennials, Gen Z these days think getting rich is that simple. No, it's not. And then some people might hear this and say, of course, getting rich is not easy." And then when they try doing it, they give up after they make their first mistake.
Yeah. And they spend hundreds of dollars on these gurus courses, thinking
It's a
that if they
scam.
buy this, yeah, they're gonna get rich.
Try this out actually. For anyone that posts on social media frequently, um, or YouTube video, TikTok, how much, like, if you watch back that content that you posted, how much of that is your real life? Like, how much information are you really giving with that one piece of content? Is it 100% of your life? Probably not. Is it 30%? Maybe not. It could be maybe 2% of your whole personality could be that piece of content. Um, it's not about what you see on camera. It's about what people don't see is what people don't realize. The behind the scenes.
No one's ever truly genuine on social media because everyone on
It's,
social media is correct. We live great lives. We're all happy. You know, we
everything just works perfectly. I mean, it's great.
You guys ever watch the movie The Truman Show?
Too much. Oh, yeah.
It stars Jim Carrey, where he was born into basically a sitcom world where everyone's happy, and then he learns the truth and gets out.
Yeah.
This is what people are
Mhm.
trapping themselves in, a real life Truman Show, where social media is the Truman Show. Everything is fake in there. Well, I'm not saying everything, but majority of how we perceive people on there, where they're always happy. They're
Talk
they're
shows,
not. They're not.
daily talk shows, where you have to act like you care that one day.
Yeah, and people, these celebrities do it so their fans will like them.
Yeah.
And
Whatever it takes, right?
yeah, exactly. Regardless if you don't want to do it, there are people that keep their strong opinions. Those are the brave ones that actually don't fall into the bandwagon and peer pressure of what others think, because that's really one of the toughest things to do.
Like in peer pressure. It's a huge problem, and for young people mostly.
Yeah, we think peer pressure only affects young people. What about these celebrities?
I mean, yeah, these celebrities can affect anyone.
A
If
lot
you
of
look up
these.
to celebrities, then yeah, it's a problem because you're literally trying to be like them. You're buying all their products, for example, makeup products. Like, bro, are
No,
you trying
but
to be exactly? You want to be yourself, or do you want to be exactly like this random person that's not even perfect, that looks perfect, on social media?
yeah, what my point was for how celebrities fall under peer pressure is, most celebrities are very liberal, right? Especially here in Hollywood. But there are a couple that are very conservative, and they didn't fall into the bandwagon of what their fans were telling them to do, and then they were ridiculed because of that. Chris Pratt, the whole something, it was about politics. I think it was a rally to support Joe Biden into presidency,
Oh,
and Chris Pratt didn't go, and he got ridiculed by fans because he's a
yeah,
conservative.
yeah. People just don't accept being unique, being different,
People just don't.
different ideas. They're
This
not
is
open-minded.
Yeah, this is another thing of being right all the time. Apparently, one side is just right, and the other side
There's
is
a
just
right
wrong.
and wrong.
Yeah, that's it. There's no. Okay, can we discuss this? So how do you see this situation in your eyes? And I'll tell you how I see the situation. There's no more of that. It's all one-sided.
I have a. This might be a controversial topic to some people, but the topic of people getting offended on the internet has been changing throughout the years. Especially if you use the internet a lot. Um, it's a tough topic. I don't because some people sometimes it makes a difference, but
Yeah.
people tend to be more sensitive on the internet
Yeah.
nowadays.
Which I mean,
The whole new topic.
it's kind of, yeah. That's, I don't know why what someone says on the internet is more impactful than what someone says to you person to person. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's we live in a very, very, should I say, sensitive society. Social media has made our society sensitive to what other people think.
Makes people weaker
Yeah.
and as slave.
And
And
that's why I believe our generation is soft. And I mean, the grandparents keep saying that, and now I believe it's true.
Yeah.
I feel like yeah, morally we're softer than before generation.
I mean,
Yeah.
no doubt we're physically bigger, we're stronger, we're everything, almost everything better than the other generation, except we have a soft mindset, and that will make us crumble from inside. And that's the worst. That's the worst right there. Mental. If you can't
Yeah.
keep your mental state correct, everything fails. Physical, the rest of your life, the rest of your life fails if you can't keep your mental state correct.
Older
Yeah.
people tend to be more of a growth mindset versus us. We're just going on social media trying to be safe. Always going for the safe route.
Those
Always
people are in a
just
whole
sitting
new
in bed and doing nothing.
Yeah. Those people are in a different generation, though.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not like they haven't made mistakes. They probably made more mistakes, and they probably learned more than us through those mistakes. And luckily, the way that we grow up, we learn from our parents' mistakes, which is a good thing. But we're not without fault because uh, these companies are trying to it's not even our fault sometimes. Like these companies are trying to manipulate us to believing certain things.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should we try and move to find some positives in social media, some clear positives? All right, here, I'll start it off.
Let's
Thanks
do
for
it.
watching. No, just kidding.
Yo.
Okay.
Okay. I don't know. I think we discussed it before, where it's like using this platform to spread positivity, spread entertainment. Uh, like we
Yeah.
do with Mr. Latoto channel and my TikToks aired on Airda.
Yeah.
Just spreading entertainment, actually making people feel good versus
Pure fun.
causing controversy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it gives people a platform to express their true feelings at times. Sometimes it might not all be true feelings, but some people especially might start, different movements,
Yeah.
As of recently, let's say, for example, the Black Lives Matter movement that
Mhm.
swept, everywhere. It was all over social media, and it was great to see, to see people express themselves like that.
Yeah.
That's for sure. Yeah.
Well, guys, we tackled a lot of great points today. This was a very good
Great
conversation
job,
on
boys.
social media. That was
Absolutely.
great.
Talks about a lot of key points. Yeah.
Yeah, and that'll do it for today, everyone. Thank you so much for watching and tuning in to this episode number 2 of the A.K.A. Real Talk podcast from wherever you're listening. This has been your hosts,
Arda.
Con.
And Al.
Have a great rest of your day, guys. See you guys later.
See ya.
Peace out.